Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Slay the Spire 2. I've been messing around with the Necrobinder. Pretty cool character. Unlocked the defect at the same time, or by playing the Necrobinder. But I want to play this. There's a couple things that the Necrobinder has going on that I think are pretty cool. First of all, they have like a little familiar guy called the Left Hand. I think his name is Osti or Osti. And you can use him to block attacks, but he can also get cards that help him do more damage. He's a pretty interesting mechanic to be involved in. As far as our starting relic that we choose, we could get Booming Conch, which gives us additional cards during Elite. We could gain a card reward and procure a random potion, or transform one of your strikes in one of your defends and lose 10 max HP. Let's try it. Sentry mode. I didn't get to read that. At the start of your turn, add Sweeping Gaze into your hand. Deals 10 damage to a random enemy, and it is ethereal, and it will exhaust. Okay. Oh, I was hoping I could make you innate. But a 1-cost power card isn't so bad. And then another power card is Sleight of Flesh. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take damage. That's really cool, because maybe we could just make a deck that's all about debuffing. That'd be kind of neat. All right, let's see here. So we've got a couple early shops. Got a campfire, a bunch of elites stacked right there as well. A second campfire on the left-hand side. There's a second campfire. I'm kind of thinking like stack up the left side here and then fight an elite. I was reading an article, I think it was by Polygon, which I thought was kind of interesting. And basically their argument was that the elite fights in Slay the Spire 2 are just not worth it, which I thought was interesting. And I kind of get where they're coming from. And yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agree with it, but the elites do hit really hard in this game. So let's see. Deal 13 damage, which will kill you. And then you're going to tank. So Osti will take most of the damage, and then we're going to take 4 after the fact, which is fine. But then he gets resummoned at the beginning of every turn. And we start with a Sweeping Gaze. So 10 to a random enemy. I wish you would have done it to that guy. But that's okay. I don't know why I defended. That was a stupid play. I should have played the slimes and then played my attack. Sweeping Gaze. There's the guy I wanted you to kill. Draw. Bodyguard. So now we're going to take 1 damage. And there are cards that get stronger every time Osti dies, which is kind of baller. Honestly, it's kind of a cool mechanic. If he's alive, he deals 9. I actually really like Bone Shards. I think Bone Shards is really good. And then there are abilities that it works really well with. Wisp, just giving you 1 energy for a card is interesting. And then Drain Power is really interesting too, because it like slowly improves your discard pile. But I think I want Bone Shard since it's a really good attack and it's a really good defend. And all it does is just sacrifice Osti. We still don't have any debuff cards, so I'm just gonna play 3 strikes here. He's gonna shrink me. Oh, this is kind of a neat way to get around the damage debuff of shrinking. Is Osti does the damage for me, so he doesn't take any debuffs from that. That's actually really cool. Do it like that. And Osti actually doesn't die, and then we can Bone Shard you. Whenever you play that card that costs 2 or more, you return this hand from your card from your hand to your discard pile. Not sold on any. I guess if I'm not sold on them, I don't take them. I need to get better at just skipping cards if I don't like them. Bodyguard, defend, unleash. And now we're taking 1 damage. You killed Asti. Well, I think we go sentry mode, bone shards, which shields us. And then sweeping gaze is perfect because we only have 1 enemy to fight. And you're dead. Don't play the block accidentally. Powdered Demise. Enemy loses 9 HP at the end of each of its turns. That's perfect to save for a boss fight. Whenever you draw an ethereal card, draw 1 card. Now, when I played this, does this count as drawing it? Or not? Asti deals 3 damage if this is the first time this card has been played this turn. Draw a card. Okay. It's only 3 damage. I'm just not sold on those cards. The one where it was like ethereal card helps you draw a card. That one was a little interesting, but I think I'm fine. Pay gold, get a random relic, or remove 2 cards. I think we take out defend, strike. Because we have other attack cards that we like better, we have defense cards that we like better. And then maybe I can just kick out that... Yeah, we can kick Spore Mind out immediately. Take it away. Alright, now what do we have? We have 74 gold, which means we could get Severance or Spur, or a potion or 2. So retain, summon 3, Asti heals 5. That's interesting, because it buffs Asti. Deal 13 damage, add a soul into your draw hand. I don't think I like any of these. I think we'll just hold on to our money. Thanks for taking the card off my hand. Then I'm gonna skip the elite and smith ourselves a better bone shards. The reason I don't really want to lean into buffing Asti is because we have bone shards, which kills him no matter what his HP is. So odds are his HP isn't going to get very high. That's just how I'm thinking about it. Because now, regardless if we had buffed him, he would have died anyway. And lost all of that HP, so. Another bone shards, perhaps? Yes, sentry mode bone shards. And that shields us. And now we start getting sweeping gaze every turn, which is great. You. And we don't have enough to actually kill you, so we'll double block. And Asti will sacrifice himself for me. And now we should be able to kill you. Yes. This is looking good. Power potion is great. Defile. So if we don't play you, you go away. But you're so much stronger than your standard strike. You're over twice as strong as standard strike. So I think I'm okay taking the Defile. Because, like, odds are we'd probably play it. Upgraded I don't really want to lose my Powdered Demise. I think that's really good. So I'd rather lose the Power Potion and get an upgraded common skill. Invoke. Next turn, summon 3 and gain 3 energy. Pull aggro? I guess I'll take the Wisp because it's free and exhaust. Because I don't really feel the need to get a lot of energy unless we start drawing more cards. If Orichalcum, this is important to remember, is if we end our turn without block, we'll get 6 block no matter what. So we should remember, if we're not going to get more than 6 block, to just lean on that. Defile doing 17 damage is very interesting. Unleash doing 9 damage. Yeah, I think Defile Plus is the best way to go there. I do like the Birdana's egg when you hatch it. So I think we will take you. And then if we can hatch you at some point, that would be good. A giant bird. Oh, I just stole his egg. Ah! Can I hatch? Will you take the egg? And then leave me alone? That would be nice. Hit him with a Defile. Hit him with a sentry mode. Gains 1 strength at the end of its turn. Okay, so we want to kill this as fast. Can I give this to you? No. I was thinking maybe there was like some weird you know, interaction, but alas. Bone shards it up. Sweeping gaze to start. We get the wisp for the extra energy, and then we just play everything. You are doing a lot of damage to me, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Got a skill potion. At the start of each combat, apply weak to all enemies. Does that mean, well, I suppose we would have to play our power before, you know, the power that does 9 damage every time you debuff them. Doom is the other, so we haven't seen any Doom so far with the Necrobinder. Doom is the other mechanic though, where it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like as it builds up, it insta-kills them once the Doom equals the remainder of their HP. I feel like other deck builders have had that mechanic, but I can't think of what the other ones would call it. Like, I feel like that exists in Monster Train, and I don't remember what it's called from Monster Train. But I think Oblivion is okay to take. It's a free cost card, so yeah, start with Oblivion on you. Then we don't want to play Wisp this turn, although transform a card in your draw pile into soul, summon 20 and exhaust, or lose 2 strength. The enemy loses 2 strength. I don't like that. Maybe just reanimate? Just to make Asti really strong? And then you? And it does that. Doom does count, okay. As the debuff. So that's actually really good to know. Is every time we apply Doom, it'll reduce their HP by 9 as well. So you're gonna do 6 damage to me, but Asti's gonna block it, so. Hey, actually, no, or a Calcum blocked a good chunk of that as well. You're dead. I do see the benefit of just buffing Asti like crazy, because he's like a continuous shield that slowly, like you just keep him rolling. Interesting to think about. That's not how we built our current deck. So is a pretty good card compared to our strikes, so I'm okay with grabbing that. We play Oblivion first, we bodyguard, we strike, and then we let Orichalcum do its thing. Sentry mode. Just to block your attack, and now you're debuffing me. Sweeping gaze, defile, so unleash. Now I'm vulnerable, but I should be able to kill you this turn. Great. Apply Doom to all enemies. Negative Pulse would work really well with our power. And it does block as well. So it's like a block that turns into an attack once our power is off the ground. I think we do want to hatch the Burdanis egg just because it's a nice attack. That's free. Oh, who the hell are you? The Kin Priest. All right, we play Oblivion on the Kin Priest for sure. And then we go Sentry mode. We go Wisp. We strike you. We Bone Shards. And the nice thing about Bone Shards is it attacks everybody. I've been frailed. All right, sweeping gaze. Sleight of Flesh is interesting, and I think I do want to play that. And then I would like to unleash... like you? We are very weak, so we can't tank too much damage here. Bird swoop. Negative pulse, because it does 9 damage plus all the doom. So you're dead. So the one thing to keep in mind about doom is it triggers, but only after they get to act. Yee, we're close. It's very dangerous now, but we can kill you for sure with bird swoop. Oh, I should have played Oblivion first. Good. Defile you. I mean, we play defend just because you're not attacking. And you're close to being doomed to death. So we just need to survive the next hit, which we are going to do. Nice, we did it. The duplicator. And then add a card. What do we got? Whenever you play a soul, summon one. We don't play souls. Exhaust your hand. If 9 cards were exhausted this way, gain intangible. That seems crazy. Like, I feel like you'd have to have a really chunky deck to make that worthwhile. And then summon 5. Whenever Asti loses HP, all enemies... Ooh! That is an interesting one. Because we're killing Asti, like, constantly. Oh, I think we take Necromastery. I don't know if it's particularly that good, but it's interesting to me enough to take. I think we would like to go this way. Get the other... as many of these bonfires as we can, and then we go up like that. And then we don't have to fight... Honestly, I'm kind of feeling what people are feeling when they say they don't want to fight the elites. Because, like, all you get is a random relic. And, like, are random relics all that useful? I don't know if they are. I don't know if I really want to replace the Act 2 map with a single special path. This is interesting, though, is we could spend gold to gain energy. Huh. And it's pretty cheap. So that's an interesting thing. How would I do that? Oh, you automatically do it. Okay, well, interesting. We play Oblivion first. Bird swoop. Unleash. Sleight of Flesh. Bone shards. I should have played Sleight of Flesh before I played any of the other cards. Because then we would have stacked way more damage from Doom. Defile. So. And now you're gonna die. Just straight up. Dude, the gold, spend gold to gain energy is interesting, but I could see us running out of gold real fast. Wisp, Defy, Blight Strike. Do you become free? No. I don't think we play any of those or take any of those. All right, Oblivion is first. Then Bodyguard, Unleash, Strike. You stole my card! I forgot, you're a thief. We would like to Wisp. We don't really need to Wisp now that I think about it, because we've been paying gold. We Bird Swoop, we Defile you, and now you're gonna die. So you see how because the Doom was equal to his health, he got swept away. That's how Doom works. Asti deals 12 damage if this card costs 0 if Asti has attacked this turn. Interesting. Barry deals 63 damage is a lot. And we're always going to have 4 energy, which is very interesting. But I just don't think we take any of those cards. Obtain a random doll relic. Choose one of 2 random doll relics or lose some HP to choose one of 3. I think we choose one of 3. Whenever you play an attack, we gain a block. At the start of your turn, deal damage equal to the turn number to all enemies. Or bing bong. Whenever you add a card to your deck, add 1 additional copy. I hate that. I already struggle with keeping my deck slim already. So I think it's Mr. Struggles, because this kind of counteracts Orichalcum. So I think Mr. Struggles is the way we want to go. And then you take out a... You're basically useless to me, because Orichalcum is better than our block card. Poke Asti deals damage. I don't like Shared Fate. Deal 8 damage, deals 3 additional damage for each card drawn during your turn. During the turn, we don't really draw cards. Gain 30 block. You cannot gain block from cards for 2 turns. I think just ditching the 1 card is acceptable. Come over here. 4 doom instead of 3. 11 damage to all enemies. 6 block and 11 doom. 18 damage. 8. Summon 8. Sentry mode. Sentry mode being 1 instead of 2 is interesting. I think it's so just doing 11 damage to everyone instead of 8. I think that's useful. I was gonna say, now would be the perfect time for that to have showed up. Although this applies Doom to all enemies, which is kind of baller. So Oblivion to the healthiest guy. Negative Pulse. Strike. Bone Shards. And then resummon him. And then we're gonna take no damage. I didn't realize I had weakened you because I have the mask of weakness or whatever it's called. The red mask. Okay, so good work. So now you're all gonna die, but now it's all about limiting the amount of damage I'm taking. So you are first. You are second. And then block. I could have Orichalcumed, although it doesn't really matter. Because Asti tanked the rest of it for me. Thank you, Asti. A negative pulse plus. I'm interested. Give the game a moment to think. There we go. I think I have to like uninstall Windows, reformat my hard drive, and reinstall Windows. I think that's gonna be the best for me. Yeah, we're kind of going like some AoE, which is kind of a nice thing to have in my deck. I don't have a lot of AoE usually. At the start of each combat, apply vulnerable to all enemies. Weakness and vulnerable. That's kind of cool. We smith again. Honestly, like, I'm interested in making Sleight of Flesh stronger, because now that I know that it works with our, now that I know it works with our Doom, that is interesting. So, like this. And that does a lot to these guys. And then that hits them even harder. I'm feeling good. I forgot about Toxic. Toxic sucks. But negative pulse does good work. So now you're both doomed. So you're doing 13 damage. So I would like to kill you. And then play 1 Toxic out of my hand. Or just 2, I guess. And then you're doomed to death. Great! Good work, everybody. Another Defile. or a putrefy. Putrefy is interesting though because it always exhausts. I was trying to think. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 13 damage. Does this count as 4 debuffs, or is it one instance of applying a debuff, or 2 if it's counting weak and vulnerable? Does that make sense? I think I'm gonna take it just to find out. And then I would like to... I think I would like to boost Oblivion, because that has been a very useful play for us. Alright, let's take a look at our relics. I haven't really looked at these. Every time you play 3 skills, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Okay. Regular combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms, or reward cards are can now contain colorless cards. Interesting. Not super sold on any of those. Apply Doom, draw a card. Eidolon, yeah. Eradicate. Deal 11 damage for, like, 44 damage essentially. Or 14. Deal 7 damage, vulnerable and weak are twice as effective. That's kind of a cool card. We don't have a ton of ways to use vulnerable. Take out another strike card. I think we just hold. Like, there's some interesting stuff in there, but I'm not convinced they're actually what we need. All right, so I'd like to kill you. Let's defile you. Negative pulse. And then I think we go sentry mode, wisp, and then putrefy you, so that when we turn on you, things go good. You've weakened me, you turd. Okay. So now, sweeping gaze. That's actually the guy I would love. I wanted you to hit from the get-go. You unleash to get rid of you because I don't want you attacking me, and then sleight of flesh. I wanted the shield is what I was after there. All right, you are awoken. Oblivion is good. Put that on the big guy, because you're almost gone. Necromastery. Sweeping gaze. Bodyguard. Negative pulse. I forgot about negative pulse giving us shield. All right, we just need to weaken you and protect ourselves for 18. I should have started with Oblivion, but you are beyond your... We're gonna get more shield than defend does for us anyway, so we'll just tank 6 damage, I suppose. Got a skill potion. Another wisp. High five! That's actually kind of amazing. And Scourge. Apply Doom, draw cards. I'm gonna skip these. I kind of like the high five, but we'll ride with what we've got. Sandworm is honestly my favorite second level boss, I think. Start with Oblivion. Go Wisp. Go Putrefy. No, we start with Sleight of Flesh, which I should have played after Oblivion. But, still. And then we drink our skill potion. Add replay to a card in your hand. It costs an extra energy. Put 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand and exhaust. Or apply Doom to yourself to gain. I think we dredge, because that just gives us Oblivion back. And then we're just stacking more damage is great. He has sandpitted me. Alright, doing 12 damage. Sentry mode. frantic escape, because the strike is honestly not really the thing that matters to us. We just don't want to get eaten by the sandworm. Sweeping gaze. Yes. Then pulse, pulse, defile, bone shards. Look at the damage we threw at him, and he's still not hurting us this turn. Sweeping gaze. Oh, I should have oblivioned. So frantic escape. Necromastery, I suppose, even though he's gonna die anyway. Get wrecked. Dude, so good. Whenever you play a soul, summon one. Seance, transform a card in your draw pile into a soul, or I'm not into any of these, I'm sorry. As much as it pains me to turn up my nose at a legendary card. We both seek vengeance, it will have a cost to pay. He plays your first turn for you, I hate that. Put a card from your draw pile into your hand. At the start of combat, put a random power from your draw pile into your hand. Ooh, yes please. I have a couple of powers, Sentry Mode and Sleight of Flesh, that are both 2-cost cards, and Necromastery that are 2 costs. So I would happily play any of them on the first turn for free. That sounds great. 227. I think we want to go like this. And then this. I know there's an elite in there. But we get... I mean, we could easily pivot and go this way as well to avoid this elite fight. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I am agreeing with that Polygon article that elite fights just aren't worth it. Like, they're fine, and if you're rolling, you're rolling, but if you're... Like, if you're rolling, like, anything can... you can do anything you want if you're rolling, I guess is what I'm thinking. Sleight of Flesh, Necromastery for free, obviously. But then we doom everybody, which allows us to Sleight of Flesh them even harder. Like that. Look at that. I don't think I can kill any of you is the problem. And you guys are doing a bunch of damage to me. I think we do this, which at least killed you, so you didn't take any max HP from me. Oh, and actually with Osti's HP, we're not going to take any damage at all. Nice. Oblivion for sure on the healthiest of you. Putrefy the guy who... Okay, they died. That other power, the what is it called? Sleight of Flesh. Pretty strong, actually. Another negative pulse. Countdown at the start of your turn, apply 6 doom to a random enemy. Or sick 'em. This one's kind of cool because once you have your Sleight of Flesh played, it's just doing 6 doom and 13 damage. Whereas this one would be, you know, 13 damage plus 11 doom whenever you play it. It's interesting. The one thing is I would rather not add another power to my deck because I'd rather be playing the 3 powers I have for free. I think I'm going to take the negative pulse, and then when we hit this shop, we're going to kick out another of our strike, the last of our strike cards. Oblivion on this dude, because I think you're going to die without help. Sleight of Flesh for free. Putrefy. And you're already dead, so goodbye to you. Defile. And then Wisp is not really what we want. I'd like to block your attack coming out this turn. Come on, computer, you can do it. Is it my computer or is it Slay the Spire? Does that happen to anybody else? Gain 50 block. If you take unblock attack damage this combat, you die. That is terrifying. Deal 6 damage. Choose one of 3 cards in your draw pile. Add it to your hand. Okay. Why did I choose you? We're gonna get 6 block anyway. Ah, what a dumb thing to have done. All right, we only took 3 damage. It's fine. Doom, and you're dead. Whenever you play a soul, no. Retain, summon 5. Asti heals 7. All right, I don't think I'd take any of those. Shop. Take away this last of strike here. I'm proud of myself for how much I've kept my deck small. I think I'm very happy with the cards I have. And there's not a whole lot I would like to add. I don't have any money for any of you things. And we do spend money on our energy. Fight a 75 HP dummy and procure a random potion. Fight a 150 HP dummy and upgrade 2 random cards. That I could get behind because, like, I think the only card I would be a little unhappy with is either Defend or Bodyguard. But honestly, the only one I'd actually be unhappy with is Defend. Because Bodyguard counts as shield, essentially, but does not count for shield when it comes to Orichalcum. So let's do this one. Fight me, dummy. What do you do? What is this? 3 more turns to defeat the dummy. Okay. So, start with Necromastery. We unleash Negative Pulse, Bird Swoop, Bone Shards. 2 more turns. We Sleight of Flesh, Negative Pulse, Sow, and then we don't really need to play Wisp. Then we need to hit you real hard this turn. Hey, that's exactly what we wanted to see. Perfect. The Putrefy was perfect. And Bodyguard and Necro Plus, was it? Necromastery? Yeah, summon 8 now. You passed the training, hooray. We're almost out of cards to upgrade, which is hilarious. Oh, by the way, Putrefy is only doing 2 damages. It's because it's an application of weak and an application of vulnerable. So if we upgrade it, it's not going to change the amount of damage our power does. I'm gonna upgrade. Honestly, 3 damage versus. You know what? Let's get the Bird Swoop Plus. It is what it is. A Fabricator. All right. Play Sleight of Flesh. Play Necromastery. Play Unleash. Bird Swoop. Bone Shards. And we're going to take 1 damage. And you summoned a Stab Bot. Oblivion, you, because if you die, so does your bot. Negative Pulse. Negative Pulse. So. Dude, Negative Pulse plus the power is so good. Reeve. Deal damage, add a soul plus into your draw pile. Nah. I'm not about any of those cards. Honestly, as much as I'd like to go to multiple level ups again, I think I'd rather just skip the elite fight and be ready for the final guy. Hey, every time you play 3 attacks in a turn, you get to do 6 damage. That's fine. I mean, just more vulnerable and weak is acceptable. We're in a battle. I don't like this. Necromastery for free. Apply this to this guy. Defile you. Negative Pulse you. Bone Shards. And then get ready for next turn. You've stolen some of my strength and some of my dexterity. Bird Swoop. Yeah, start with Bird Swoop. Doom. Doom. And then we already have some shield, weirdly. I don't know where that came from. That was a decent chunk of damage you did to me. Oh, okay. So you're gonna doom next turn. I still have to do a decent chunk of damage to you. So let's Oblivion you. Let's Wisp to get some doom on you. Sleight of Flesh I should have started with. And then Bodyguard. And then you're both dead. Thank you, Doom. A weak potion. Gain block if you apply Doom this turn. Gain 2 block 2 additional times. Okay. So because we Doom almost all the time, we would gain 21 block, which is not bad. Fear. I think Death's Door is acceptable to take. And there's no more shops because I would have liked to get the last defend out of my deck, but I think I'm okay. Many biting scrolls is annoying. Necromastery. Oblivion. Negative pulse. So Bird Swoop will kill one of you. And then you're dead too. And then and you died, and then I just need to hit you enough to kill you. Which that did. Great. I'm feeling so good about this deck. Another negative pulse plus. Another Putrefy plus is very good, especially against the boss. Just because it's a lot of status to apply and then also to weaken them a ton. Or I mean, to do a lot of damage to them. Alright, Sleight of Flesh is important. Sentry mode. Negative pulse. To get the damage going. Bodyguard. And then we don't need to play Wisp. Sweeping Gaze, I think we start with. Then Pulse You. Then I should have Death Stored earlier, but that's fine. I think we Bone Shards. And then we Pulse after the Bone Shards to apply Doom to the new guy and damage. And then I Wisp, and then I Putrefy this guy. And let's see what we draw here. So we get Oblivion. I think I would like to play it on the guy who already has some Doom on him. And then we go Game? I swear to God. It's 3 times in one run. Normally it's like 1 time in one run that it does this. There we go. Bang. And then just random dude. And then Putrefy this guy. And then honestly, I mean, nah, we don't need to play. I was gonna say, let's drink one of these potions just to clear out our potion inventory. But I want to keep the weak potion for the final boss because it synergizes really well with our Doom build here. So it's Negative Pulse. That guy's gone. Death's Door. Unleash. Defile. Wow. And then, yeah, just ditch the Strength Potion. Take the Attack Potion. 21 Doom and weak? Nah. I'm very happy with our current deck. And what are we looking at here? Lots of AoE targets, which is good. I think we just go lean into Negative Pulse twice. And then Bodyguard. And then I think I actually want to hold on to Putrefy. just because we haven't gotten our other power off the ground just yet. And I think it would be more valuable if we did. And we didn't draw it, unfortunately. So, let's apply Doom. Let's apply Death's Door to block like crazy. Defile. I didn't do any of the math to see if we were gonna... Hey, we actually tanked all of their attacks perfectly, and then you got doomed, so good. Oblivion you, since you have the most HP. Then we will try to kill your friend. I want to weaken you, because I think this will kill you. Yep. Then that allows us to play Sweeping Gaze on your friend. And then Wisp doesn't matter. And then Osti's gonna tank the shot for us. And then you got doomed. Wonderful stuff. Deal 13 damage, permanently increases card's damage by 3. You have to get that early to make that worthwhile. Like, if you were playing this the whole run, maybe it's doing like 40 damage by the end. But now... not really the time. 7 damage, vulnerable, weak, or twice as effective is interesting. I could be convinced to take another So Plus, but I think I'm happy with what I got, and I'd rather not clog up my deck more. I think we take the rest just to be at full HP, because our max HP is already so low. And now we're fighting... what is this guy called? The Gatekeeper? Like, when you smack him a bunch, he turns into a doorway or something weird. Sleight of... well, hold on. Let's Oblivion him, then Sleight of Flesh. Okay, I was gonna say I hope it works after the Oblivion goes into effect. So then we Putrefy, which does a lot of damage. Then we... or maybe Putrefy is working in the number 3 instead of the 2. It's confusing. Negative pulse. So... I'll defile you twice, which kills you. Drink an attack potion to get another bone shards. And then apply some weak to him, which does damage. I don't know, it did it only with the one instance of weakness application. Okay, so we would like to apply Doom this turn. So to do that, we go Necromastery, apply the Doom for sure, and then we go Death's Door to shield ourselves fully. Good block. Now he's doing 30 damage, and then he's gonna escape into... So the way the doorway guy works is you have to kill him when he's in Doormaker mode, essentially. How do I want this to go down? I feel like negative pulse, bodyguard to get some shield, and then we want to get sentry mode out there so we can have our powers fully built. Okay, so now Death's Door is back. We go Oblivion, we go Putrefy, we go Sweeping Gaze. Oblivion plus the power is where the true meat of this run lies. Okay, so now we would like to Sweeping Gaze you. Negative pulse. Defile. Oh, he keeps his Doom. I did not realize. So that's good to know. So, like, as we're building up Doom on this guy, you know, good things will happen. So let's go Sweeping Gaze. Start with Bone Shards. Then re-summon Osti. Unleash him. So, Bird Swoop. Okay, I like that flow. We're gonna take a crap ton of damage here. Unfortunately. And that was gonna hit me for 45. Oblivion. Sweeping Gaze. Negative pulse, negative pulse. Bone shards, so... We did a lot of damage. We're still alive, but barely. And then I think, even though I don't need the wisp, I think I want to play it so we get the oblivion proc, right? Just to do 13 more damage and add some doom. Ouch. So now things are gonna get very hairy very quickly. I'm dead. I was feeling so good about the run, but we didn't have enough block. Oh, I think the key was not having Death's Door available to us, even though we were dooming him so much. Oh, we got really close there. But, pretty good run. That was kind of a fun one. I think the key is I need to find more consistent ways of blocking a lot of damage, because the bosses hit for so much that if you're not killing them like super fast or blocking a ton, you are kind of in trouble. 3 random attacks from your discard pile gain strength and dexterity, or deal 15 damage and deals 5 for each additional damage for each unique debuff. Okay. And then what do we got over here? Act 2 is the Necrobinder. Good job. When Asti attacks, gain block. Draw 2 cards and exhaust. Oh, three souls in your draw pile. And then whenever a non-minion enemy dies to doom, heal 3 HP. That's kind of cool. We doomed a lot of people. Just didn't have the HP to tangle with the door master. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Slay the Spire 2 or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everyone, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.